What's up, YouTube? Happy birthday to me. Today is my 39th birthday, and I am going to do a birthday tag video, which I don't know how you tag people because you don't know all of their birthdays, but it's like a Q&A kind of thing. I did my first one last night. I really had fun doing it, and so I looked up a birthday one just to see what it was, and it was kind of fun sounding. So we're going to do it. Let's see if I can show you all this. Where you at? Where you at? There he is. Jake, look up. Jake. Dude. Oh, he's intentionally avoiding the camera. This is my big lab Jake. Big, beautiful mutt. Not really a mutt. He's a full-blooded Labrador. Beautiful. I don't know if you can tell it, but his mama was a chocolate lab and his daddy was a yellow lab. So it gave Jake this great light-colored nose and bright, kind of brown eyes instead of the black eyes and black nose. He's a beautiful dog, sweet and wonderful, loves me dearly. He's literally trying to force me to go back to bed right now. Dude, we're just up for the day, okay? We're up for the day. Hold up. Can you see yourself? I don't want no sugar. Do not want no sugar. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I love you too. Now go away for a minute. No, no, don't do that. I'm wearing black. You're going to have me yellow. He's a great dog. He really is. So let's get on with the birthday tag, shall we? Jacob. Let me see if I can't get over this way. Scoot over. Give me some room. I forgot where I put my list. I'm looking at myself here because I put on this lipstick, and it does not look this bright pink in person. It looks kind of like a muted kind of, I don't really know. I am not good at putting lipstick on. Y'all see this? Well, I mean, I'm decent at putting it on. It just ain't decent at staying where I put it. Anyway, okay. So, birthday tags. Very first question. What's your sign? I'm a Scorpio, because it's, November. And what I remember from that was, like, the first thing I read on it was the rulers of the house of sex. Don't know if that's true, but it's fun. Stop grunting at me. We can't go back to bed right now. Then got up and put makeup on. We don't sleep now. It said show a photo of yourself when you were young. I was not prepared for this. Oh. Still looking, I swear. Give me one more second. I found one, but I had to turn my light off so you could see it better. If I can get it in here. This is me as a little girl. I think I was 6 or 7. Had my hair up in this little side pony thing. And you see my favorite toy at the time was my Popple. If y'all remember a Popple, this is Prize the Popple. He was awesome. Or she. I don't even know if Prize was a he or she. I honestly couldn't tell you. See if I can get this light on where it's not. Oh, boy. Anyway, yeah. So if my hair looks like it hadn't been combed, it hadn't. It's too early. It's not really just too early. It's a little bit damp. You got extremely long hair, and it's damp. Trying to brush it, you just pull half your hair out. So, yeah, we're not going to be doing that right yet. And anyway, so my birthday sign, of course, was Scorpio. That was the picture of me. And I was kind of an adorable child. Kind of. I was kind of an asshole, too. At least that's what my mom and daddy said. Maybe. People that look around that picture was shooting 12 gauges. I'm getting old. I swear I'm getting old. Let's see. Okay, so back to the birthday tags. Show a photo when you're young. Favorite TV shows from your youth. I guess I'm like anybody else from that time. I loved like the A-Team and B.A. Baracus, or Baracus. I don't know how you said it. And Murdoch and Face and all of them. And Hannibal. His name was Hannibal? I think so. There was a TV show I used to absolutely love. But I don't know if it was called Ultron, Voltron. It was like a dude in a gray swimsuit. He was supposed to be some kind of super duper alien dude, but he was really just in like a gray leather diving suits. But he was cool anyway. They used to fight like Godzilla in the middle of the street and shit like that. Let's see. What did you want to be when you grow up, and do you still want to be it? Hell no. I wanted to be a cop when I grew up. They get shot at too much. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That and that whole running people down the street. No. Jake, can't go to bed right now. Go lay down somewhere. Please. He grunting at me. Anyway, he grunts at me when he wants to go out and when he wants to go to bed and early in the mornings. It's his bed. No. Go lay down. Alright, anyway, I don't even know what I said. No, I don't want to be a cop anymore. And they wanted me to show a video of myself as a child. I don't even know if they had videos then. They did, but I ain't got that. Favorite toys then and now. My Popple. That was my favorite toy. And that Popple is currently, stop grunting at me, hanging on my daddy's wall in a big Ziploc bag with a thumbtack. So it's hanging on my daddy's wall. Sorry. So yeah, that's where that's at. And that was like my favorite toy then. Now, my 9mm. And I hate to call that a toy, but when you go out there and you use it to, you know, shoot targets and stuff, you kind of doing it both for training and entertainment, and it's kind of what it is. Plus, when you ask a grown man, her favorite toy, yeah, that has implications, and we don't want to go there. Most embarrassing moment. Of course, that would be on there. I tied myself to a boat. My dad had a fishing boat in the backyard, and it was one of the nice ones with seats and the whole steering wheel and all that good stuff. And it had like an anchor line on it. And as I started playing, I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I tied this anchor line around my waist, and I could not get it off. So I'm freaking out. I'm kind of panicking here. I can't tell nobody what I've done. So I start hollering. Luckily, my mom's in the bathroom. She looks out the window, and apparently she laughs herself silly for about 5 minutes before she comes out and unties me. Luckily, I just tied it around my waist, you know, because we kids are dumber now. Jake, I'm not going to bed right now. No. Hold on. Nobody's answering, Jake. You cannot go outside right now, so. Okay. Well, I can't let Jake outside right now because him and my daddy's dog, they like to fight. My dad's dog is a little fella, but he's a jerk. He will literally jump through an open window and attack Jake. Jake ain't no better. He a jerk too. But daddy's dog is a little fella, about 30 pounds. Jake's 120 pounds. And this dog is hell-bent on defeating Jake. But he can't. And he ain't got enough sense to stop while he's ahead. So, yeah. Anyway, no, lay down. You go out a little while. Where was I? Anybody want a dog? He's from rent too. Not sure what you do with him once you rid him. He ain't even got no male parts left. He gonna go over there and get Huffy, lay down by that door. But beside the door. Alright. Something you wrote, we're gonna have to skip that because I ain't writing nothing lately. Or even then that I know of. 3 songs you loved. I don't know about as a child. I listened to a lot of Elvis when I was younger, but I didn't know he was dead. I had a tiny little record player, one of them little like pretty much kind of a toy. It looked like it was in a skating boot box. I can't even talk to you about it. But you took the top off, you put your records on. It was the little small records. No, they wasn't the big ones. It was had like 1 or 2 songs on it, and you flipped it over. And the only records I had was Elvis. I don't even know where this came from. Probably a flea market or something. Because my parents loved those when I was younger. And yeah, so I listened to a ton of Elvis as a child. And like I got a little older, somebody told me he was dead, and I was like, "What's not cool?" They let me listen to this man for years. I had no idea he was dead. Of course, it's not bad to listen to his music. It's just I had no clue about the man himself. But anyway, yeah. So it's good songs. Obviously, I don't remember. Maybe Jailhouse Rock or You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog. They're probably my favorites. Love Me Tender. I had that one on record too, so it's pretty good. And I got a little older, and I got into like the New Kids on the Block, and it's kind of funny. My mom said she could hear oh in her sleep. She said she heard it for years, even after I moved out. And I was a huge Donnie Wahlberg fan. My mom hated him. Now she watches Blue Bloods. She loves that man to death. I ain't even never seen Blue Bloods. I need to, actually try an episode one day. But anyway, yeah. My hair being a little damp is bugging me because I can't comb it. I can't do anything with it yet. So, it's nappy. Anyway. Okay. Funniest Halloween costume. I dressed up like a slut. That's really the best way to describe it. We called it punk rockers at the time, but really it was just super long t-shirts. We cut slash marks in, put a belt on and some hose, and I went around the neighborhood in high heel shoes. Not my neighborhood, somebody else's there. And it wasn't just me, it was a close friend of mine. Her name was Patty, and she's actually my sister-in-law's little sister. So we called it punk rocking, but it was really just prostitution. Not really. We wouldn't sleep with nobody, but that's what we looked like. It was literally just like one of our daddy's t-shirts with slashes cut into it and fringes cut into the bottom and into the sleeves. And I gotta find that photo, and one of these days I will show it to you. If I can think of it, I'll show it to y'all on Monday when I do my next weigh-in video. Yeah, we were just like sluts, that's it. Funny story from your youth. I've done a lot of dumb shit, but I think one of my favorites, my granddaddy was really old when I was young. My daddy's daddy was really old. He's the third from the youngest of 12 children. He's got an older brother that's like in his 80s, and then he's got a younger brother that's in his early 60s, and daddy is like, 70. Well, not quite 70, but he's getting close to it. Anyway, so my grandpa was really old when I was really little, and I remember my mom took me over there to visit him on a Sunday. I had this beautiful white dress on. I mean, you know how little girls are. They get those shiny white dresses, and mom gets those little black buckled shoes, and the little white bobby socks. Yeah, I was told not to get dirty. Well, my mama went to the store and got my grandpa I think it was a pack of chewing tobacco or a can of dip. I don't know what it was. It's been years. And anyway, so my grandpa cut open a watermelon, and he took half, and I took half. And I'm, face first into this watermelon. Naturally, the whole ruffle and cuff of this white dress was pink and sticky when she got back. Oh, she was going to beat my ass. She was mad. Grandpa turned her off just like that. Don't you beat that youngin'. I didn't get beat either. But she wanted to so bad. And I can't even blame her, because I'm pretty sure I'd want to beat my youngins. But thank God for Grandpa's special keepsake. The only thing I can really think of is my popple that's down there on my daddy's wall in, the plastic baggie. I slept with that every night. I literally could not sleep without it. I stayed at my brother's house one night, and I stayed up all night on the Atari playing Pac-Man all night. And I had to go to school the next day. My brother's older than me, so he was married and had his own house. But anyway, I had to go to school the next day, and no lie, that blackboard, yes, at the time it was a blackboard, was full of dots. It just looked like a Pac-Man board. And I remember all day long I was seeing dots. So yeah, don't stay up all night playing Pac-Man. It ain't good for you. Something weird you used to do as a child. So I earned me a nickname as a little girl. It was G.I. Joni, because my real name is Joni. And the G.I. was because I liked camo before it was cool on girls, okay? Probably because I was a daddy's girl, and daddy, wore camo all the time. So I had camo shirts and like tactical gear as a kid. But anyway, the weird thing I guess I could do as a child was I could shoot bows and arrows. I could shoot guns. Yeah, it's funny to me, you see these videos right here, and you see a woman shoot a 12 gauge and it knocks her on her ass, and I'm like, I was doing that at 6. And at 6, I was not a chunky child. I was small. Jake, get your fat ass off that damn bed. Get out. Yeah. I hear you grunting. Go lay down somewhere not on the bed. Scariest thing that happened to you. So I don't know if I was about murdered or not. Or kidnapped or something. Alright, I was laying in the living room in our old house. I was asleep. Sound asleep. This house was set up interesting. So the living room had the side door on it, and into the hallway was the front door, and through the kitchen was the back door. My parents were on the, sorry Jake, I didn't mean to hit you in the nose. My parents were on the other side of the house, sleeping in their bedroom, and I had a bedroom there too, but I fell asleep on the couch, and apparently I liked it there, so I had a blanket, pillow, and all that. Well, I'm sleeping, and I feel something grab my head. Full-on hand, large hand, and I reached up, I grabbed it, realized what was going on. I screamed Daddy at the top of my lungs. My dad and Mom come flying out of the room. My dad's got a .357 long barrel in his hand. He ain't playing no games. Well, I hear the kitchen door slam. We had a door to the kitchen, not the back door. I heard the kitchen door itself slam, which was the open and shut door in this old house. I love that old house. I really hate that we don't have it no more. But anyway, I hear the kitchen door slam. Well, the back door locks. It has the little chain lock, and that's the only one that didn't have a chain lock. But the handle lock was locked. So unless somebody came in and turned that little knob and just left it ajar so they could get out quicker, I don't know. But it went through whoever it was went through the kitchen door, and my dad, of course, he gave chase, but kind of got sidetracked when he noticed the door was locked. The back door was locked. The front door had a chain lock on it. The side door had one of those, you pick it up, slide it over locks on it. Not chain, but like a little bolt kind of deal. And I love you too, Jake. My dog's in my lap. But, yeah. So, I mean, I've always wondered if I came close to, like, being murdered in my sleep, or if somebody was just, like, trying to break in and was checking to see if I was asleep. Why the hell you grab somebody's head like that, I don't know. Or if, like, there was some kind of ghostly thing going on. Like I said, the door was locked. Of course, like I said, they could have just opened it, turned the lock back, and left it ajar so they could get out quicker. But, we never found nobody. Nobody was around. My dad searched the whole area. He's one of them badass kind of people you just don't mess with. You see his forearms, you're like, no. Mm-mm. So, and if he comes through the house with a .357, damn sure don't mess with him. Nope, Jake still can't go outside, but he's outside doing God knows what. And we don't see him right off, so he'll be back eventually. Yeah, well, anyway, I was talking about that one thing, and I've always wondered if I came like this close to being murdered or kidnapped, or if it was like ghostly, or what the hell that was. It was creepy, and that house was haunted. I'll tell you about that one of these days. This video is already forever long. How was the world a different place? Let me count the ways. There's just really no way to talk about it. Everybody was tougher, a lot tougher. People didn't get offended like they do now. You could pretty much say anything. Nobody cared. And like it's within reason. You couldn't be a complete jackass, but you just didn't seek out to hurt people's feelings on purpose, but you could still say anything you want to. You could joke about pretty much anything you wanted to. People just weren't so uptight. And now, you got all these kids who are killing themselves for being bullied, and I don't agree with bullying by any means, but some of what they're calling bullying is not bullying. I know there was a news story because this little girl was told she looked like a boy because she cut all her hair off. She looked like a boy. You know how many times I was told that as a child? When I was like 5 or 6, my parents cut all my hair off. I have no idea why, but I had a boy's haircut. Everybody said I looked like a boy. I don't remember crying. I remember getting a little annoyed because it was getting old. But, I mean, some of it is not bullying. It's speaking, and people got to stop that shit. But anyway, that's my whole little birthday tag thing. It's done and over with. If your birthday's close by, answer some questions. Post a link below. I'll go watch your video, and we'll do this again soon sometimes. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'll definitely be back Monday with my weigh-in video for my keto diet. Much love to everybody. See you soon. Happy birthday to me, 1978.